Then next question is regarding some species interactions. Okay, there are lots of interaction among the species, right? So the species interaction like commensalism is there, parasitism is there, amensalism is there, symbiosis is there, then predation is there, then mutualism is there, okay, competition is there. So these are some species interactions, right? So the question they are asked regarding species interaction is an association of two organisms of different species for mutual benefit and where the individuals may not be able to survive separately is called, okay, so they said that there are two organisms, okay, and which cannot live without each other, okay. In order to sustain the other species, the second species must be lived, okay. So if one species is dead, the other will also will face threat. So that's relation they are asking. So here the commensalism means, okay, the commensalism means in this commensalism one species will be benefited and other species will be unaffected. That means, for example, orchids will be getting support on a tree, okay. So orchid get a support on the tree and they are getting sunlight easily and the tree is not having any effect, right? So that's the kind of commensalism. That means commensalism means it occurs when an individual obtains a benefit from a different species without damaging it. That means one species will be benefited and other will be unaffected. So that is known as commensalism. And parasitism means, second one is parasitism. Parasitism means what? That is the animal will be getting nutrients, their nourishment from the host body, okay. Some mites, liver fluke, like that parasites will be there, right? So some animals will be getting advantage from the other animals. They will be using the nutrition from the other animals, right? So that is known as parasitism. So in that one species benefit and other species will be harmed because that species is taking nutrients from the other species, okay. So the parasitism means it takes place when a species obtains a benefit from another species, provoking a gradual damage that does not cause the immediate death of its victim, okay. Gradual death will be there. So that means one species benefit and other harmed. Then amensalism. Amensalism means in this one species is harmed but other remains neutral or unaffected, okay. That is known as amensalism. One species harmed and other is unaffected. For example, under the walnut tree, okay, this walnut tree creates some secretion, chemical secretion, and due to that the grasses cannot grow there, okay. So the walnut species, they will secrete a chemical, right, and because of that chemical grasses cannot grow under the walnut tree, right. So that's a kind of amensalism relation, okay. Then last one, symbiosis. So symbiosis is the answer. That means two organisms are in symbiotic when both of them belong to different species, okay, and are benefited mutually in an oblique relation. So that means without one species, other species cannot live. So that's the thing called as symbiosis, okay. So for example, these corals, in corals we are having the algae, right. So animal pulp is there, then algae is there. Without both of them they cannot survive, right. So that's an example of symbiosis. So there is another concept called mutualism, okay. So symbiosis and mutualism are some kind of same, but in mutualism, so the similarities both are in symbiotic relation as well as in mutualism, both species are benefiting, okay, both species are benefiting. But in the case of mutualism, okay, but in the case of mutualism, the one species, other species can survive without the second species, okay. So one species will survive without the other species. That is the mutualism. But in the case of symbiosis, both are benefiting and one species cannot live without the other, okay. So that's the difference between symbiosis and mutualism. So here the answer is symbiosis relation. So actually altogether, in some cases altogether we call this all are symbiotic relationship, okay. So symbiotic relations is a broad idea regarding all these interaction, species interaction. Under that we are having a separate symbiotic relationship, okay. So here the answer will be symbiosis. Answer D is Okay, that means an association of two organisms of different species for mutual benefit and where the individuals may not be able to survive separately is called as symbiosis. Okay, so that's the answer.